you are always looking for fresh perspectives. Having implemented changes between like TED Talk styles and fireside chats to address attendees' attention spans, or bringing in any type of innovative technique that you can draw people in and capture their attention. How do you keep up with that? Because, the attention spans get more reduced. There's more shiny objects in the room and at events. What is your approach to that?
I think one of my big things is that I actually go out and I attend events. I would participate in events, both professional and personal, to really have that end user experience. So whether that is a speaker, whether that is an exhibitor, whether that's a participant, I think it really creates a lot of aha moments, because a lot of times from the planner seat, you don't get that perspective. But when you are immersed in it, it really is very eye-opening. I recall 2 stories. One, I was at an event. I was really interested in the material. They were talking about like the future of events. And 20 minutes in, I started looking at my watch and I started thinking about, let me check my email. Even though I was fascinated in the material. So that kind of gave me a little bit of an aha that, okay, if I'm doing this and this is even content that I'm interested in, others have to be doing it as well. And then last year, I had the opportunity to speak at PCMA about some of the transformations that we did at our conferences. And so I think for years, speakers have been asking me about confidence monitors. And I kind of laughed and I was like, you don't need a confidence monitor, you're fine. Well, after going through that speaking experience, you best believe that every single education session had a confidence monitor this year, because, I see it. This is when for associations, a lot of speakers are not getting paid. They're doing this in their free time. They're not going to memorize their speech. So I think once you put yourself in that end user, it kind of opens up your eyes and how you need to design for the meeting, for that experience.
Courtney, that is a really powerful, rich insight, because I attend a lot of meetings, and I think after listening to your comment, it just is so obvious. It might even be a kind of a diet aha moment for me, literally right now on the podcast. But I inhabit so much micro details of what meeting professionals are looking for, or you can say sound check or rehearsal. Maybe it's not a rehearsal. It's just checking out the stage and learning the AV crew and what they're going to wear to put the microphone on. All these details take time, but how each group, each event, each team operates differently. There's and the broader experience that I have bringing speakers in, but attending the events, I'm just by osmosis, naturally, by omission, inhabiting and learning and capturing all of these ideas. And, not that they're soliciting it, but an event professional like you, I might be able to contribute and just say, hey, I've seen this work really well. I don't know if it works for your group, but this might be something that we could try here, and it might optimize the experience a little bit. Do you then take those learnings and immediately apply them to your team, or do you borrow part of it? How do you then adapt what you do and go out at these events?
Yeah, no, great question. I think it really kind of depends on the level of implementation. So, if we're really trying to change everything, I think that might take a longer journey, and it might be, we want to get to here. And so what can we do for this event? What can we do for the next event in order to get there in a couple of years versus, it's easy to add a confidence monitor. And also too, I think testing out things. You don't have to go all the way. So, I'm even thinking about things like registration. Yes, some people want to go up, they want to talk to people, but you think about an airport. You have both options. You can go to a kiosk, you can print out your boarding pass, or you can go to somebody and you can talk to them. Can we bring that into our next event? So those are kind of things that we're starting to explore, where I think that you're not getting away from what you do, but you're starting to evolve and you're starting to try new things to see if that resonates with attendees or not.
Right. And what you borrow or what you see might not be an exact perfect fit for your group or the group that you're serving, but a piece of it, an element of it might, you might be able to borrow and fold in, always keeping the attendee in mind.